Hi, beautiful Scorpio. This is Mary Ellen coming to you from Moonrise Cottage. Thank you for being here to pick up your message. As my guides often say, Scorpio, we've got a really beautiful transition happening. As I'm sure you know, the full moon is in Scorpio on the 7th. So we're going to talk all about that. Just as a reminder, there are a lot of links below that my guides are saying that you could employ. Oops, let me fix my screen a little bit. That's better. There's a link to my website in order to help you come and get a reading, my guides are saying. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you don't know, I have, because of the crisis that we're in, have dropped the price drastically. You can come and get a reading for $25. Now is your moment. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. So you can self-book. You'll be able to pick your own appointment. You'll get a reminder email. You're going to be sent to PayPal. It's easy squeezy, okay? There is a link below to for all those who would like to make a donation to help this work go forward. I thank you. I've been getting donations lately, and I do appreciate it very, very much. This is my full-time effort, and I appreciate the love and acknowledgement and the assistance and the support and all those things. There are links below to help you understand the astrology of the month. There is a link below. My guides are saying, most importantly, there is a link below that will take you to the shamanic part of my website to enable you to sign up, pardon me, for the live stream group. We're using Zoom to begin the work of weaving the tapestry. And so your reading is much about that. Not a surprise, Scorpio. There are some fabulous Scorpio energy in the group already. And we're going into the very deep place that only a Scorpio knows how to go to in a natural way without a lot of prompting and work. Scorpios have the ability to travel out into the universe, into the galactic center. So that's what we're going to be talking about. I want to jump right in for you, Scorpio. Oh, one last thing. I have asked folks to follow a certain meditation pathway because we are using Nada Yoga in that group, and it is the use of the energy of sound vibration. So all the links are below for the meditation pathway to help you attune yourself to the sounds and to clear your chakras. So if you haven't started and you want to join the group, no worries, jump in right now and click the link, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you next week, Sunday, 1 o'clock U.S. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Okay? So, Scorpio, let's talk about your oracle cards that came out. Look at that. Beautiful. The Sacred Witness. You're going to be witnessing yourself shift and change and grow and evolve and then emerge, I believe, through the month of May, because there are so many transits, including the transit of Cancer out of the nodal axis. My guys are talking about the place it's been stationed, right? And we're moving into Gemini. You're going to be witnessing yourself shift and change, and probably the people around you. As you shift and change, the people around you shift and change and respond and or react. So stand in your life this way this month. Just be a witness. Let yourself be my guides are saying, let yourself be a fabulous Scorpio and just witness. You do it anyways. It's your nature. What you're going to be witnessing is a two-part, a dual process. It's within you. Look at that desire you have for sacred convergence. We're talking about the cosmic consciousness, the tapestry. Do you see the boat, Scorpio? All these people arriving into this destination, and it looks like they're going through a portal. They're all walking in to the sacred place of the galactic center. I believe you're going to feel yourself there. You may lead some other people in there with you. That's what you're going to be witnessing. And you're going to be doing on an emotional level. You're going to feel yourself connected in a way you haven't been connected before to the cosmic consciousness and to the beings in your sphere. And, most people know Scorpio will just go so deep and then they're not available. And they feel themselves as not available. It can be painful for them. In these moments, you're going to make your energy very available Or my guides are saying, be aware that your energy is going to be utilized to pull the earth element through the shifting and the change that's going to be happening. This is the work you have been doing, and this is the work you're going to continue to do. So buffalo medicine is all about being selfless and being a sacred being who gives of itself, of its own energy, in order to keep the collective alive and warm and well fed. They do not readily stampede. And when the plains people, the native peoples here in this place in the United States, were living, they had a very bonded relationship with these creatures. So there's something about your energy this month that is going to be providing the energy, the pathway in a certain way for this to happen. And you're going to be experiencing yourself that way. It's really beautiful. So just don't fight it. Just allow yourself to see, witness your own transition. So in the Celtic Wisdom Tarot, when we talk about the theme, okay, that's the overarching energetic pathway that you're going to experience. This is the thing that my guides want to speak about. And when this first came out, I was overjoyed because, oh my God, Scorpio. This card has a lot of transitions in it. It's utilized in a lot of ways when the readings come out, but it's my guides are saying it is very potent. There's the new moon again. So this is the sacred goddess of sovereignty. She is in her full disguise, and she controls the water element. Life, love, abundance, factors of Venus, my guides always say. It's about someone who sits in their place and waits, in a sense, for a suitor. When suitors arrive, they are looking for the energy that she holds, which is depicted as this barrel of water. And I love that she's holding it between her legs because there are indications of the portal in a very sacred sense, the feminine portal. So she's in charge of that. Oops, sorry. Oh gosh. That's my daughter trying to call me. I'll have to get back to her later. My computer answers the phone, which is fabulous, except in moments like this. So, you're in disguise, Scorpio. We know that about you often. And when a suitor approaches and asks for some of your life energy, you look right through them. In a very mystical way, you can see deep into them, Scorpio. We all know that about you. And you agree to share your life energy, the water, with this person because you want to make it available. You are having this moment of sacred convergence and you're watching yourself transform. So the answer is always yes, I will share my life energy with you. You have to share love energy with me. You have to give me a kiss. So it's a fairy tale. A number of suitors showed up. They were brothers. They were looking for water. They had gone out on a journey to figure out which one was going to be king of the realm. The only one that would get off his horse and give this woman a kiss, with love and respect and dignity, and say thank you truly for sharing your resources with me. When that happened, everybody else ran away. She revealed herself. And of course, it's a fairy tale, so she's a beautiful woman, beautiful young woman. That man bonded with her, they married, and he rose to be the king because she is the queen, the goddess of sovereignty. So it's a very potent moment when these stories come forward like this. So that's the overarching theme from the Celtic wisdom. That's you. Look at you, Scorpio, sitting in the midnight, literally out in the galactic center. That's the sacred grandmother, the Queen of Pentacles. She holds the key to all the sacred knowledge that exists. And what she's doing is weaving together the strings of destiny for her grandchildren, her lineage. And she's looking, hang on, let me show you. At that. Look at that. Do you see? This is what's going on with your energy this month. So understand what it is you're witnessing, what it is you're feeling, what it is you're experiencing. Because on the human walk, as that energy goes forward, This is how it's going to be for you. You're going to move your life forward, your love energy moving forward into a new destination because you've been activated by the power of the full moon that's coming and the new moon that follows it. This moon cycle is extraordinarily important for you, Scorpio. Definitely pay close attention, okay? To your emotions, to your thoughts, etc. There's a lot of change coming when you move forward. Look at that. 5 of Swords. This is about 2 people that were bonded in a love bond. They were like brother cousins, and they had a spell on them. They had to fight to the death every day. At night, one of them died, and the next day, they both woke up and it started again. So there's been this feeling inside of you, or some experience that some of you are having, that is somehow akin to this. Do you see the long road they've come down? See that? It doesn't make you happy, Scorpio. It's not a battle that you want to be in. You would like to have this part of your journey come to its rightful end, my guides are saying. So the 5s are about change, the fulcrum of change in a storyline. So in the traditional deck, we see somebody holding their sword, and they have a couple of them because the people that they are fighting with walk away from the battle. This is done now. Whatever this is about in your life, it's a moment when people walk away from it and you're standing there looking at them going, whoa, what just happened? How did this battle suddenly end? Part of it is because the people on the other side, they don't want it anymore. They don't care. They're just walking away because they're intent on walking into this place. It's really fascinating. And you, dear Scorpio, in that moment, here we go, more water. 7 of Cups. So the way you respond to everybody else dropping the swords and walking away, like the people that walked away from this woman because they couldn't see, they didn't have the sacred vision that comes with the witness self to understand the moment they were in. So you are released from that, whatever that's about. And destiny's turning literally. You see the triple spiral? So this is about the way in which you go forward, cloaked, into the next part of your existence. You go off on a sacred adventure, the adventure of art, to recapture your love vibration. It's a secret thing because you're a Scorpio, right? See the inference? So, let yourself be in that place. You don't need to fight. The other people are going to walk away from it. Just be a witness. Like she's a witness. Just witness. And just keep your quiet, keep your silence. Just look deep into people, including yourself, because you're going to have a lot of choice now. And you're going to be free to recapture your choices, your vibration, your love energy. And you'll have an adventure. And you may go through a lot of choosing before you settle on something. And that's totally okay. That's the stuff of life, my guides are saying. So let's talk about the full moon again. See that? Scorpio, because you're a Scorpio, there's no surprise to me in this reading because you're so beautiful and mysterious and deep. I was just talking to one of the Scorpios in the group today, was talking about this experience of going into the deep and how sometimes it's difficult to come back up to the surface. I think part of what you're witnessing and experiencing is coming to the surface with your energy because it's needed here in this place. This is a story about a young man who had to touch death in the way a Scorpio does. You see the gallows? So the double dare was on the full moon. You go out to the town square and you put a rope around a corpse to prove your bravery. And my guides are saying, and ridiculous notions like that. And you got a little money from the king. So this person, because they're a mystical Scorpio, stepped out into the town square in order to take up the exercise. And when he did it, he saw a vision, a sacred vision. Thank you, Spirit. Of the place in which he lived burning to the ground. It caused him to immediately cross over into the sacred realm, into the land of the fairies. Interesting. Where he met a fairy woman known as a banshee and he asked for magical assistance, and the magical assistance was given. And she said, yes, I'm going to help you. You have to go back to that place. You have to call out the warning, and you have the ability to prevent the catastrophe from happening. So I'm going to provide you with some sacred assistance and basically positive outcome. That person traveled back and forth to the mystical realm, eventually married up with the fairy woman, and lived in the what the Irish call the underworld, the land of the fairies, forever, happily ever after, in the place where he felt most comfortable. So that is the energy. This energy is what connects your soul circuit, the contract that you made. The reason why you're here in these times to have these experiences, this is the energy that connects you to the human walk, right? Your soul cycle, your circuit, your contract connected to the human realm in this very mystical way. That is why you experience yourself as a being that goes into the deep and rises back up, and goes into the deep and rises back up in order to be here. That's your literal energetic function. Don't ever, disrespect yourself for that ever again, because ultimately, seriously, this is what it's for. And you know it, which is partly why you go into the deep, because it's so intense, right? My guys are talking about the way it is for a Pisces. For you literally, euphemistically, use the energy of the depths, the bottom of the ocean, as a representation of the galactic center. That's what you're doing, Scorpio. That's what your life cycle's about. So this month, when we have these very powerful super moon in your sign, it starts a new soul cycle. Look, the soul, Kundalini awakening, goes through the portal just the way I was just speaking about, out into the galactic center to turn its destiny. Look, Scorpio, have no doubt, right? Make yourself a sacred place. Give yourself some sacred time. Make an altar if you don't have one, or something that causes you to have a special place just for celebration and acknowledgement of your being. Okay? Look, destiny literally turning. And you're walking back into the sacred bowl of existence out of which you came. It's astounding to me. And part of what's happening is this is in one corner of the reading. Then the energy moves this way. Look, watch. Okay? And this is what's at the top. You see how the energy is moving through your life this month? Beautiful Scorpio. It's fantastic. Destiny, literal destiny coming forward because of your ability to look into the deep and to know about love energy and the sacred use of love energy in this place. So when you go out on this soul journey, it's really a new soul cycle. It's true for a lot of us here. When the axis shifts and the energy of the earth changes and the actual literal axis of the earth is shifting, Schumann's resonance is just going off the charts. It's magic. And aren't you, Scorpio, the sacred magus, the sacred magician? This is the decider of will. So your will is going to be very highly activated. And you see how you're handing the energy forward, paying it forward, all at the same time using the male part of your destiny? Look, it's literally phenomenal to me. Scorpio. That's why I love you guys so much. I have Scorpio in the 8th house, so I'm right there with you. I get it. So it's a month of literal magic, and this magic of transformation is on the table this way. There's some major battle in your life that's going to be over now. People are going to walk away. If you've been battling with someone or a group of someone's or something at work or inside yourself in some way, it's done now. Because you're just going to, the people you're engaging with are just going to let go of it. You're going to be able to transform it. There's no tragedy that's going to happen because it's done. Whatever needed to happen has reached this moment of turning. And then in that moment, the magic you're creating is victory. Because we are moving into, gosh, this theme's been coming up. Thank you, Spirit. We're moving into Gemini in the North Node. The water signs have been released from the struggle and the battle and carrying the weight of being in the North Node, pulling us, oh my God, pulling humanity forward into love energy. Talk about an epic battle, right? There it is. So in these days, when you come through the month of May, you're going to feel very victorious, and you are going to be able to access and utilize the energy of Gemini. Literal brilliance, right? The Ace of Swords, extreme clarity, the ability to cut away with that which does not work, and more so than that, the ability to manifest because of your mental clarity and capacity in these moments. You've totally transformed. So this is the moment before you put your hands on the sword on a soul level. Here's what's underneath it, and that sacred goddess is in between. Okay, my guys are talking about the flow of the energy. See that? Look. That is the transmission of the energy within yourself, within your soul, within your human life. This destiny coming forward, and you at the center of this reading showing up as the weaver of destiny. Your ancient self, sitting in the universe, the galactic center, your soul self, coming through now to weave together the magic of the end of a cycle. It's profoundly beautiful. Gosh, Scorpio, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love the Scorpio people so much. So, if you're a Scorpio that's been challenged with being out of balance or giving into your just being focused in your fears, my guides are saying this message is for you. Globally, it's for all the Scorpios. But there are some Scorpios that are stuck sort of in their root brain, and they struggle with rage and jealousy and suspicion and lack of trust and massive amounts of fear. You can end that cycle if you're one of those folks. There's an opportunity to end the cycle now. That's the Devil card. Scorpio, whoever you are tethered to, it's over. Okay? It's done. This is the outcome of the reading. So what's happening? This is, you'll see the Celtic god of the earth sitting in its spot, bringing forward transformation. We see the blue haze around this being. Right? The earth energy is shifting. The job of Capricorn is done. And so, do you see the snake? Transformation. In the mystical realm and in the human realm, on the other hand, we see a piece of human jewelry. What's happening above while this person is spinning the energy, right? The notion of being chained to the devil is actually an illusion. Sometimes we manifest it in our lives through addiction or bad relationships or, like my guides were saying, our own behavior that we're chained to, it's more about that than anything else. So what's true about the Devil card is that you can free yourself. Being chained is an illusion. This is your moment of literal freedom because the battle is over. The people you're battling with, including yourself, you don't need it anymore. So what's happening is the soul, gosh, my guides have been saying this all day. So the tripartite soul, the three parts of your soul, the triple existence, you're here on the earth. You exist in the galactic center. You are in a place of non-dimensional existence, moving through the dimensions, mastering time. That came out for Pisces. So look at the readings for your cohort so you understand all the strings of energy. So the soul is one by one releasing its fears. That's what's happening right there. Facing your fears, collecting them all up, and removing them one by one. And the full name of this card is the Challenger of Will. And here we see the Magician, who is the decider of will. So Scorpio, I'm very happy for you. This is a phenomenal reading, and it's just as deep and mysterious and, yes, magic, right? The magic of a Scorpio. So let's pull something from the bag of runes for you, and then my guides are saying, and then you can go on your way and get ready for this, because today's the 3rd already. Full moon's coming on the 7th. The new moon is on the 22nd. A lot of shifting. I can't remember. Go and look at the links below about when the transit is going to happen, the axis, okay? So Spirit, please give us something for beautiful Scorpio. All right, let's see what that is. Perfect. Scorpio, look at that. If I can hold it up. That is the sacred rune for opening. And it is associated, actually, which is really awesome. Here, let me put this down. With the sacred fire of existence. Let's check the book and see what it has to tell us about this process of opening that you're going to be experiencing. And more so than experiencing, you have the literal power to create this now. This is all about manifestation. So I will, as I always do, I will take a picture of the spread so that you can see it. And if you go to my channel and you click on the community tab, you will see the post of the picture. Okay, it'll be there in just a few minutes. Okay, so this is about the torch. It's about fire. It's about opening. So we see this rune has everything to do with renewed clarity and the dispelling of darkness in your life. Thank you, Spirit. That has been shrouding, the darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. You are free now to both receive gifts and to know the joy of non-attached giving. That's why Buffalo Medicine is here. All right. You're going to learn something about yourself, Scorpio, that you didn't know, or be able to bring it to the surface. So look into all these totems that come up in these oracle cards, okay, so that you can really inform yourself. So this is Kano, the rune for the morning of activities, for seriousness, clear intent, concentration, all of which, thank you, Spirit, are essential at the beginning of any endeavor. This is one of the 13 cycle runes. The protection offered by Kano is this: the more light you have, the better you can see what is trivial and outmoded in your own conditioning. In relationships, there can now be a mutual opening up, which you might trigger and set in motion because of your awareness. The light of understanding is once again available to you both. Recognize that while on the one hand you are limited and dependent, on the other you exist at the perfect center where the harmonious and beneficent forces, thank you, Spirit, of the universe exist. Wow. Pardon me, I read it wrong. Where the beneficent forces of the universe merge and radiate. More important words than the ones I originally said. You are that center because you live in the galactic part of this universe, and you can literally transport people there with your energy. We get to see you now, Scorpio, and you get to experience your true nature and what it's actually for. So because you are that center, it's time to know that if you've been operating in the dark, there is now enough light to see that the patient on the operating table is you. Scorpio, phenomenal. Drop some messages below. I always love to hear from people and know what your, my guys just said, what you're on about, what's going on. How do you experience this shift? How do you experience yourself, right? Even if you need to come back towards the end of the month and let us all know, this community here at Moonrise Cottage, how it's been, what you've experienced. It'll be very helpful to all of us, Scorpio, because you are so profoundly knowing and clairvoyant and in touch with the universe. So your destiny's coming forward. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm really sending you all my love, and I'm looking forward to the next time we're together. Let's see if I can shift my software around so I can say goodbye. I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful month. Please enjoy the moon. Make yourself a ceremony. Okay? Thanks, gang. Sending you all my love.